Welcome back, Wargamers, to another Battleshock Wargaming Rage Baby edition. We have an exciting matchup for you today. We've got Stormcast Eternals versus Nighthaunt, and Jared is going to tell you all about it.
You know how Jeremy and I love our narratives. So today we are on the Sandy Knoll, and the ghosts have overrun the place. The whole planet is, we're going to say planet or realm, you should say, is overrun with ghostly figures, which has roused the few amount of statues that are here on that realm. So what the plan here is we're going for a moral type victory. We're going to see how long we can hold off these Nighthaunt, and I'm going to say if I can survive with a hero model by battle round 5, Sigmar is going to apply Exterminatus to the realm and obliterate it. Because I have to send that signal up to Sigmar. I'm sending a lightning bolt in the 5th battle round up to him to exterminate this realm. So we're going to see how that works out. We got a tough fight ahead of us, and it should be a lot of fun. We're gonna hammer this one out.
And a big thank you to all of our sponsors. We've got Gray Matter Gaming, who provide us with these amazing objectives, Baron of Dice for the dice that we're rolling today, and for Table War for our beautiful playmats.
Yes, a huge shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much for providing all this stuff today. And additionally, our lords and commanders. If it wasn't for each and every one of you, we wouldn't be able to go even further than we have today with an extra studio, more armies, more battle reports. Big thanks to our lords and commanders as well. And if you're not one yet, please consider becoming one. If you want to get extra reports, tactics talks, and maybe some Twitch content in the future, being a lord and commander will take you there. We really appreciate that.
So we got an exciting matchup. Let's take a look at the armies that we have playing today.
Let's go. All right, this is my 2,000 points of Stormcast Eternals in the Sentinels of the Bleak Citadels. What that does is allows me to get a 5-up ward to one of my Ruination Chamber units, which I do have quite a few. I am 3 drops here with the spell lore of the Storm, prayer lore, Prayers of the Storm Host, and the manifestation lore, Morbid Conjuration. In my General's Regiment, I have Lord Commander Bastion Carthalos. He's great, he's awesome. He hits kind of hard, doesn't have a whole lot of attacks, but I really like that pregame move. It can do some things and mess up your opponent's plans in the early game. I am bringing the Dormaton's Storm Coven. I'm trying them out. I like that fight strikes first and strikes last stuff and the extra cast. So we'll kind of see how this turns out for me. Can't leave home without some Prosecutors Reinforced. Really good 3-6 charge, great on the charge, and 2 wounds apiece, makes for some good rallies if they don't get blown out, and they're Ruination, so not too bad. The Reclusians Reinforced. So I'm bringing them Reinforced because most of the time I'm going to want to pick them as my bodyguard to get that -1 attacks around Bastion Carthalos. Makes for a very hard Death Star to shift. In my Regiment 1, I have the Lord Relictor. He has the Envoy of the Heavens, so whenever one of my units are destroyed, I can give one of my other units within 12 inches a 5-up ward until the end of that turn. He is accompanied by Reinforced Vanquishers, another don't leave home without. Great damage for their points cost, can do some work, but even on a 3-up save, they can really die like wet paper. In my final Regiment 2, I have the Knight Arcanum. He's great for pumping out those manifestations with that +1 and for remove them with the banishment of +1. Here I have the Questor Soulsworn. I'm in the middle of testing them over the Saviors of Cinderfall. We'll see which one kind of fares better. I do like that 5-up ward, but I don't like that I'm restricted to a single objective wholly outside my territory. And rounding off the regiment is 2 units of Vigilors. Great for marking units for +1 to hit, especially so I don't have to spend any all-out attacks. All right, everybody, that's my 2,000 points of Stormcast Eternals. Let's roll right into Nighthaunt and see what Jeremy brought.
The army I'm bringing today are the Nighthaunt. My army is a 1,990-point army. The battle formation I chose is Deathstalkers. 1 unit in my movement phase gets to run or retreat and charge. In my first regiment, my general is Lady Olinder. She's a 2-cast wizard with a 4-up ward and has abilities and spells that debuff my enemy. In her regiment, I also have a reinforced unit of Blade Geists, a strong hammer for Nighthaunt that gets +1 attacks on the charge. In my second regiment, I'm bringing Ulrak the Drowner. He can teleport and bring another unit with him 7 inches away from the enemy, making a nice short 7-inch charge. Great ability for getting into my enemy's backline. In his regiment, I'm also bringing a unit of Dreadblade Harrows for some great teleporting action. In my third regiment, I have Reikenor the Grimhailer. He can hurt himself or an enemy in range to make his casting stronger. And he is a wizard hunting, getting +1 to hit and +1 to wound if he gets into combat with wizards. In his regiment, I'm also bringing a unit of Craven Throne Guard, a unit that can shoot even if they don't have visibility. And I have a unit of Grimghast Reapers. Their attacks become better going into units that have 5 or more models. And I also have a unit of Mirmorn Banshees. They give spell protection to units wholly within 12 inches. They get to unbind like a wizard and do damage to that wizard that casted that spell if they successfully unbind that spell. And in my last and fourth regiment, I'm bringing a Cruel Ghast Cruciator. He negates 1 point of damage per phase per friendly unit within range. This pairs nicely with Reikenor, keeping him topped off and making his casting stronger. And the manifestation lore I'm bringing is the Chthonic Sorceries. There is some nice damage and buffing abilities here in the set. We'll see if it's stronger than Morbid Conjuration. Now let's take a look at the battle plan we are playing today.
That is a lot of blade gas. For today's battle plan, we are doing Battle for the Pass. The twist today is victory points scored by each player from controlling objectives are capped at a maximum of 6 per turn, and the underdog can add 2 to their control scores of friendly non-hero units. Not too bad when you try to steal a point. You can score 1 victory point for if you control the objective wholly within friendly territory. You can score 2 victory points for each objective on the border friendly territory that you control, and 5 victory points if you control the objective wholly within enemy territory. And then your standard 4 victory points if you complete the battle tactic you chose to attempt this turn. Great mission ahead. We'll see how it works, and we'll see who's got priority. All right, everybody, you saw the armies, you know the battle plan. Now's the time where you tell us who's gonna win. Is it gonna be the Sand Castle Eternals or the Bladegrass or the Nighthaunt army over here? So, without further ado, I did have priority. I'm giving it to you.
Yep.
What do you got for us? Not a surprise. Yeah. What do you got for us?
All right, I think I'm going to try take the flanks.
All right.
You have a nice little
Seems
setup
scary
on the board. Didn't leave me with a lot of good ones, but this is the one we will try to attempt.
Yes, sir.
Reikenor is going to hurt himself for +1 to cast, +1 to power level. That wound will be negated by the Cruel Ghast Excruciator. Reikenor is going to do Shade Mist on the Bladegeist unit closest to him. All right, we're looking at a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like they get it. Nice little Shade Mist on them. Shaiish Reaper with Reikenor, need a 6. He gets it as well. Let's Vault of Souls with Lady O. Get it? And Terminexus with Lady O as well. She gets it as well. All right, Jared, anything you want to do in the hero phase?
Yes, that is a lot of good stuff you got there, so I'm going to try something a little different than what I had initially planned.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Arcanum to try and hardcast Gravetide. You need an 8 on the money. That's a super duper duper.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm down to 3 CP. I went ahead and threw out a Gravetide, a protective Gravetide, for the nonsense that could be coming here soon. And then, yeah, Jeremy, I think it's time for your movement phase, right?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back from my move phase. Dreadblade Harrows moved and teleported over here to this corner for battle tactic. I know it was a risky play, but you know what? Let's just bring it. Let's just see. Let's see where this goes. Allrak the Drowner brought a reinforced unit of blade guys back into his back line. Cheeky little redeploy.
5-inch redeploy.
Yep.
It was a juicy one. I had some options, but I think I just kind of want to bring the greater fight together.
Yeah.
If it goes down that way.
Nope, it was good play. I really hemmed and hawed over that Grimgrass Reaper unit. Might as well just bring him up, put my toe on the point. If I lose him, I lose him from an anti-charge. It's fine. And then just kind of built my castle up here so he couldn't redeploy in my back line. And we'll just go from there.
Yes, sir.
So I don't think there's any shooting on my end. Do you want to shoot?
No guns.
No guns? I think so. We'll go right to our top-down camera to show you some charges. Attempting some charges. We're going to go with these blade guys first. Looking for a 9 on the train and 10 on the Vigilors. That's a nice, spicy meatball. That's an 11.
Nice job. We didn't really mention it, everybody, but this is my porta potty until my porta potty comes in the mail. That's my porta potty there. And then another oddity is the Ruination Chamber for Bleak Citadels. My 5-up board is on those guys there.
All right, now I am also looking for a 10 on Allrak the Drowner.
Good old Allrak.
That's an 8. Don't believe it gets me there. I might as well re-roll that. That's a 6-7. He's not going in. Okay, I'm going to use a command point to all-out attack them. Would you like to do an all-out defense?
All defense on the Prosecutor.
2s and 3s coming at you.
Gross.
6 is auto.
Come on, babies. I lose 1, and 1 takes wound.
Okay. Oh, and sorry, you'll be -1 to hit on the back with my...
The backswing?
Yeah, the backswing. Then we'll go into the Vigilors. 2s and 3s. All right, you've got 5 coming at you, Ren 1.
4s. Lose 2 guys.
2s.
Oh no, terrain bees!
3s.
Uh-oh.
12. Ren 1.
Well, I gotta make one of these.
Yeah.
8 damage on my little tower.
Okay.
7 attacks, 3s and 3s. Ren don't matter, 1 damage. 3s. And 3s. 2 armor saves.
Okay, looking for 4-ups. Both go through. 1 damage each.
Yes.
6-up ward. Save 1. 1 goes through.
Plus a Sarge, 4s and 3s.
Yeah, with a -1.
You have 2, 4, 5 armor saves out of them.
All right, looking for 4s. Save 2. 3 go through. Is that 2 damage each?
1 damage.
1 damage each. 6-up ward. Looks like 3. All right, we're back from my combat phase. So how'd I score it up, Jared?
Solid 7.
Okay.
You do control that one, you do control that one, and you did get a battle tactic, so that's 3 plus 4.
Okay, sounds great. So we're rolling right into your hero phase. Jared, what's your battle tactic?
First off, let me apologize for not mentioning my Stormcast stuff. I'm not savvy to playing them a bunch right now, but I'm switching over my 5-up ward. Not switching it, staying the same. It's going to stay on my, so I do it per hero phase. It's going to stay on my Reclusians. And then if I hadn't said it already, this is my porta potty until I get it in the mail and build it. So the little innkeeper's place over here, it's my porta potty. But we're going to do attack on 2 fronts. I've got Blade Gas here, as long as I don't overkill, which I don't think I will, because Blade Gas saves are great. Should be able to fight with 2 units and lose none, as long as something really bad doesn't happen. And with that, I just have a couple spells I'm going to try to do. The first one will be my Lord Arcanum, needs Purple Sun on a 7 because he gets the nat +1. 4, 5, that's a no-go. And then we'll do the Strikes Last from Dormaton's Storm Covenant on a 7. 3, 4, 5, also no. Oh yeah, -1 to wound on the blade ghasts. That one does go off. Right. And with that, I pass to Jeremy if you'd like to have priority.
I don't think there's anything I could cast this turn.
Yeah, because you got every single thing out right now.
You know, so I think I'm good.
All
so
right.
let's just go right into your movement phase.
Cool, let's do it. All right, the elite posse moved up to grease up some blade gas. Those aren't blade gas, those are reapers, I think.
Reapers.
And then we took this objective here with my Questor Soulsworn.
Yeah.
We moved the Grave Tide up to maybe get a charge on some boys. And then we did it off camera because I forgot because I have a priest. I did translocate here with my prosecutors. And then Jeremy did a cheeky 3-inch redeploy here, which put him 6 inches away from my charges. Glad I got 1 CP, because that would have sucked real bad. We're just going to do some shots. So I got an alleyway shot here with Azurite bolts coming from Dormiton Storm Coven. This is just 7 shots.
Okay.
3s and 4s. Awful. 1 armor save.
Okay, 4. Save it.
Good job. And then the next one is going to be the Vigilors. You have 5 armor saves, 1 damage.
All right, looking for 4s. Save 2, 3 go through. Got a ward. Save 1, 2 die.
And then prosecutors do throw something, I think. Storm Strike Javelins. This will be 4 with a Sarge, 3s and 3s. All hit. 3s. 2 armor saves.
Okay, 4s. Same both.
Nice job. Good old Nighthaunt saves. It's time to charge. We're starting off. Bastion, is he interested? He was. Bastion's honor guard. They were. The prosecutors need a 9er. 6, 7, 8. That's an 8. That's not a 9er.
Gonna spend a command point.
Probably. That's plenty. The 6-inch charge coming from the Vanquishers. Oh, the Grave Tide in Egypt needs a 7. Got a 7. All of my charges, we're going to set up on action cam and see what kind of DPS we can put out. Yeah. These are going to be 3s and 3s. Yuck. You have that many armor saves. That'll be 2, 4, 6.
All right, looking for 4s. All right, save 2 of them. And these are 2 damage apiece, you said?
8 total.
Okay. 6s. Save 1. All-out attack with all rack. 3s and 3s with an all-out attack. 6s will auto wound.
Oh no.
And 3s. We've got 3 coming at you. Rend 2.
5s.
Oh, okay. Nice job.
Do your worst.
How many?
D3.
Okay. 1 coming at you.
Wow. Right here we got Reclusians. We're just going to give them the free all-out attack from Bastion. 2s and 3s. Looking for 6s. Not a single one. You have this many 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 at no rend, 2 damage.
Okay, force. 6 up ward. That's the unit.
All right, it's Craven Throne time.
All right, you've got 4 coming at you.
4 6s, and then 6s. 6s. Takes a wound. 2s and 3s. I don't know why a Grave Tide has a combat profile like that, but I don't know. I don't write the rules. You have 5.
Okay, looking for force. All right, save 2. 3 go through.
6 damage.
6 up ward.
Because of -1 to wound, you hit like an elf.
Okay. These are going to be
3s and 4s.
3s and 4s.
Is my tower gonna live?
You got 3 coming at you. We're in 1.
8, 9, 10, 11. It'll still live. 5s. 2 more.
Okay.
I wish I did something with 6s around here. No! 4. 2 damage apiece.
Okay. 4s. Save 2.
4D.
6s. Save 2. He takes 2.
Nice job.
All right, that's the end of combat, Jared. Let's score you up.
All right, we'll be right back for the score.
All right, we're back from your turn, Jared. How'd you score?
8.
Nice turn.
Making Jeremy the good old underdog with his +1 to CPs.
Yep, and that leaves us at a prio.
It is juicy. I know I'd want it, but then I also know that Jeremy wants it.
Yeah,
We'll see how she goes. Best of luck.
same to you. All right, your choice there.
I'm going to make it easy. I'm not going to take a battle tactic. I'm going to try and just get rid of some of this stuff and see what happens.
Fair enough. Let's see it.
Double turn Stormcast Eternals. We'll be going into some casts. Let's see. First one we'll do is do a Purple Sun from the Lord Arcanum, Knight Arcanum. Looking for a 7. Nope. And then we'll do a Strikes First on my Vanquishers. Nope. Jeez. And then we'll do I'll do a Starfall. So I'm just going to try and do Immortal somewhere. Ooh, it goes off. Who's the most visible? Definitely none of them. So the closest visible is probably going to be your Blade Gas over there.
Okay.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. All right, looking for that 6 up ward.
I'm going to try and bless weapons.
Okay.
I need a 5 on the dice,
Okay.
but no, that's overkill. I will translocate. Yep, I would have got the bless weapons. We're going to translocate the Knight Arcanum. That is, nope, I'm going to rally. 2, 4. Going to try and get some Vigilers back. I need some bow shots. Get 1 more.
Okay, I'm going to spend a command point to cast Prayer with Orlinder. 18 inches, I am hitting that 1 Reclusian. I need a 6, but it will be a 7 now for Grief Stricken, so that is a 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes off.
Do I ward? Oh, no ward.
Okay, so basically you ignore any modifiers to your saves, hits, and wounds.
Lovely. Well, they're not doing anything anyway. Cool.
Okay. I think we're ready for our movement phase.
Yes, sir. So what I'm doing is I soul guided my Quest of Soulsworn to get a 7-inch charge on the static invocations. The Gravetide moved over the Blade Gas and killed 5, but resurrected 1 because of the special ability the Cruel Gas Cruciator has. Cruciator has. The Bastion posse moved back a little bit, kind of giving some ground, but definitely ready for whatever comes their way. Arcanum's over near the Place of Power. Dormtown, Stormcoven, and the Vigilors lined up to get some shots on these Blade Gas. Hopefully we can clear them off now. And then we have a few dudes here from the Vigilor team that rallied, and they are here to pump some shots into Alrek here too. We're set up on action cam to give these Blade Gas some shots. So we'll start with the Dormtown Stormcoven. 4s. You have 1.
Okay. 4 up.
D3. 3 damage.
6s.
Nice job.
Save them all.
Nice job. These will be 10 shots, 11 shots coming from the Vigilors going into Blade Gas. Maybe I'll remember that I got +1 to hit this time. If I even get one. 2, 4, 6. 6 saves.
4s. Okay, 5 go through, 1 each.
Yes. Alrek the Drowner's taking 7 shots from the boys, the 3 Vigilors. The top right there.
Yeah, I might, let's do a 5-up ward on this.
You got it. This will be 3s and 3s again. I'll hit. You have 4 armor saves.
Okay.
Single damage.
4s. All right, save them all.
Nice job. Downtown Julie Brown, Bastion is going to throw some thunderbolts at the cool invocation. 2s and 2s. 2 at Ren 2.
I think it goes through.
4 damage.
Okay. 6s. Okay.
The reroll is literally only for the Quest of Soulsworn here, so I might as well just roll them now because it doesn't matter what I do, they will get the reroll. Ooh. They wanted a 10.
Okay.
Let's see what the Gravetide wants to slingshot off of. Really wants some Blade Gas, I think. A little slingshot. We're going to go to action cam and show you guys some combat. We're going to fight with some Vanquishers here and do a little pile in and see if we can do anything to these. Finally finish off these Blade Gas Revenants. 2s and 3s. That's it. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. No rend, single damage.
All right. 4s. 6s. That's a dead unit.
Alrek the Drowner, gonna do some drowning.
4s and 3s. Those auto wounds, so 2 coming at you in 2.
5s. D3 damage.
1, 2, 3.
5s. Kill another. We'll stay on Alrek the Drowner and just fight him.
And I will spend a command point to give him a 5-up ward.
3s and 3s. Ah, 3 armor saves.
Okay. Looking for those 4s.
These prosecutors, man.
Save 2. 1 goes through.
5-up ward.
Goes through. Alrek is staying around like I've never seen him stay around before.
Yeah, these prosecutors are not doing the job. So what we'll do is we'll pile in the the Gravetide just to be a tickle of 3 on the Blade Gas.
Yeah.
And then put all the attacks in the Blade Gas.
You got it. And they still have Shade Mist on them, so that's a -1 to wound.
2s and 4s. That's gross. Can we get over Forest Mountain? No. 1 armor save.
Okay, 4 up. Save it.
Yeah, they did nothing. 3 attacks apiece. We're going to split fire. The sergeant's going to go into the thing that's going to blow. We're doing all at attack, so 2s and 3s. Not good, but could be enough. So 4 5-ups.
Okay. All right, save 1.
You cannot make a single 6-up ward, or I'm doomed with the Terminexus.
Oh, okay. All right, there's a ward.
All right, so you take... you only rolled how many dice? 3? Roll 3 more.
Oh.
So it's double damage.
All right.
All right, vault time. Same BS here. Come on, guys. Kill the dang thing. That's a little bit more. So you have 2, 4, 6, 7 5-ups this time. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
All right, you can't make a single 6-up.
These 2 each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The Terminexus or the Vault of Souls.
All right, 3s and 3s.
See you later, Gravetide. Oh, geez. See you later, Gravetide.
3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ren 1.
6-up ward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes to... I think it's dead. I don't think it has 8 wounds. It does have 8, so it is on a single.
Okay. All right, we're back from Jared's turn. Because he took a double, he can only max out on 6 points for the turn for the objective. So nice job there. We're going into my turn. I think the battle tactic I'm going to pick is Marked for the Grave. It's a death, faction battle tactic. So we're going to go after those Questers Soulsworn, even though that is the objective. That gives them the 5-up ward.
Yep, soul
But
marked.
I
Quest marked.
should be able to take them down. We'll see. All right, Reikenor is going to hurt himself. It'll get negated from the cool gas. He'll have +1 to cast and +1 power level. Lady Olinder is going to pop off her once per battle. Let's heal. Whole army. So I think it's D6 on the blade guy. So I get 5 back. Olinder is going to grief-stricken your Quester. 4, 5, 6, 7.
I only got 1 unbind. What does that do? No
That'll
positive
be
modifiers?
the no positive modifiers.
Yeah, I have to stop it. Oh, you definitely got it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We're just going to try to banish.
7.
Okay.
See you later.
Gone. All right. Spectral Lure with Olinder on the blade guys. That's a 5. 5 does not do it. That would have healed some up. And I've got one more spell with Reikenor. All right, Reikenor is going to Vault of Souls. You need a 6. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right, that's the end of my casting. Jared, would you like to cast anything?
Yes, so I'll put the 5-up ward, Bleak Citadels, on my prosecutors for this very prolonged combat over here. Then I'll tickle this terrain piece. Oh, we're good. And then I will try to cast the shackles on a 5. Not happening.
Okay.
Gosh dang it, man. And then I'm down to 1 CP because I can't all out defense. The Doom that is coming for the Quest of Soulsworn. So with that, we'll get right into Jeremy's movement phase and see what nasty things he does. All right, we're back from Jeremy's movement phase. My questers are completely surrounded, even with a 2-inch redeploy to try and stop some of this. Did not stop much of it. It's still really good charges. But yeah, Jeremy, what all happened here?
All right, just use the Deathstalker ability, the run and charge. One of the things I forgot to do in the hero phase, but we did it kind of off camera, was Mortalis Terminexus on a 2-up gave that my blade guys a +1 to run and charge. So I just basically kind of did a surround there. So if you did do a redeploy, which you ended up doing, it kind of like make it less worse on me. And then everything just pushed up. I just got as close as I could on your Quester's Soulsworn. Ulrak, man, he's just like tanking that stuff.
Big dog
so
chilling.
I'm just gonna keep him there. I'm not gonna take some mortals on the retreat. So I think we just you know, you spend a command point.
I'm
out. Last one,
yeah,
you're out. So you know, you got your 2. You made a couple of charges a little bit harder, but I think we're ready to just see if I can get in there. If I can get in there, I think I can lift them.
Yes, and now before you do this, did you use your once per battle to bring back anything or no?
I decided not to. I decided to keep my one last command point to reroll a charge, because I think that's more important right now.
All right, I got a little close to the cavalry, so he might get that -1 to save, which would be huge for him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll go to top-down cameras. Oh, no, there's guns. Go ahead and fire off all of them.
I'm not shooting. I don't want to make any of my charges
Worse.
All right, starting off with the Dreadblade Harrows. They in. Looking for Olinder. She is in as well. Reikenor. Cruelgast. Banshees. And the big one, the Blade Guys.
Easy.
Okay.
All right, everybody, just so you know, we did not have comms on for this combat, but we rolled it out, and it was so bad. It was so bad. It was more damage than we realized, well, I realized, and it obliterated my Quester Soulsworn. So we're going to go to scoring up Jeremy and see where he lines up. All right, everybody, we are back for the score up for Nighthaunt. Jeremy, what did you do?
All right, well, got my battle tactic, but the objective game is not strong this game. So I got 5 points.
Yes, and you obliterated my Quester Soulsworn.
Yep.
And now we are met with a cheeky, that puts us at 12-14, but a cheeky Prio.
Yep.
Wah.
All
1
right.
to 2.
I'm going to pass you the turn.
All right, with me taking the turn, I think the best thing I could do is 4 quarters. So I'm going to try and take the 4 quarters, and let's get some casting done. I'm going to try and tickle the place of power. Tickles.
Okay.
I'm going to go for El Gravetide. It's on a 12, so we'll get it.
Yep.
Let's go here. 9 inches away.
Yep.
Is that perfect again?
Yep, you're good.
And then we're going to try to strikes first my vanquishes. Strikes first is good. Next one we're going to try is the El Purple Sun. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's good. You can unbind that one.
Okay. 6, 7.
That would have been Dastardly. Last spell is going to be, we'll do, that was it. That was all the spells. We'll pray. Let us pray. Bless weapons. 4, 5. Does not go off, so we'll bank it, though. Need a 6 to bless some weapons. And then rally some of the Vigilors again. Try and get some more boys back on the roster. I wonder if I could, if I pay 1 to shock back 3 Quester Soulsworn. I don't think I need them right now. Let's see if we can get some Vigilors back. Got another one back. Yield to you.
Okay. I'm good. We'll go
All
right
right.
into your movement phase, Jared.
Top-down camera. All right, we used the porta potty to teleport the vanquishers to this objective, protected by a grave tide, and then we moved up the Vigilors to just throw every shot in the book into Alrak the Drowner to try and free up that situation over there. The Reclusians that have the 5-up board, because I failed to say it again, the 5-up board for this this round are over there, ready for. They moved a little bit up with a little bit of protection from the Purple Sun, just kind of holding down the objective, not trying to allow a whole lot of bodies on there. Dormiton Store Coven moved up a little bit just so they could get a within if they wanted to give some bonuses to the Reclusians. Priest just took the center of the objective because you can just teleport to them. And Arcana moved back a little bit, enough to still tickle the terrain piece, but also getting the HE double hockey sticks out of there because that's a ball of death. So we got some shooting. We're lined up here on Alrak the Drowner, and we're going to give him all the Vigilor shots. What would you like to do?
I think I am going to give him a 5-up ward. So I'll go down to 4 command.
Actually, I cannot roll these all together because if you take a wound, I shoot better on the other one. So we'll shoot the crappy team, or the team that has more dead guys first. I didn't mean to call you guys crappy. I'm sorry. 3s and 3s.
Okay.
I am not making good use of that all-out attack from Bastion over there. You have 2, 4, 5 armor saves.
Okay. 4s. Save 2. 3 go through. 5 up.
It's got 7.
Okay, 1 more wound left.
So you got to put the volley in. 2s and 3s, because you did take a wound and you're lit by the storm. 3s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Ooh. 4s.
I've seen 5s come in handy before.
Let's see. He's dead.
Alrak, you only took all the shooting known to mankind.
Yeah, I think he's my MVP.
Yeah, took all the shooting known to mankind there. Bastion, we'll set up on him. Now Bastion here, you see there's a little axe over there. He's just going to shoot at the axe because the axe is almost dead already.
This is an 18 or a 12?
18. 2s and 2s, Ren 2,
Okay.
D3. Try and shoot the axe. 2 hits, 2s, D3. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Should have shot the freaking blade gas, man.
It's dead.
All right, everybody, that was my shooting phase. I have 0 charges, so we're just gonna go straight to counting me up here, which we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 9. This is a 9-point turn because I got the 4
Sounds
quarters.
good.
And then we are going to yield into Jeremy.
All right, my battle tactic will be do not waver. I'm going to try to fight with 2 units, not lose anything. We'll go right into casting. Reikenor is going to hurt himself for 1 damage. It'll get negated from the cruel gas. So he'll be +1 to cast, +1 power level. Let's see what kind of things we have in store here. Olander with an 18-inch shot over here. On a 7, I'm going to try to do the Horde Killer spell.
Yuck.
That's an 11.
You can have it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. That was really good there, Jeremy.
Let's bring out the Shaiish Reaper Blade. I need a 6. We'll shoot with Reikenor. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7.
Might as well try. You got it.
And Reikenor will do Shade Mist on the Blade Geist unit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dormiton. You definitely got it.
Okay. End of my hero phase. Would you like to cast a spell?
Still blows me up. I think I'm just going to try and shackle you. Screw it. We'll spend a CP. Go for shackles. Touch the terrain piece. It's good. Shackle A's. It's on a 12.
Okay.
All right, Jeremy, this one's going to be for your cavalry.
Okay.
3 mortal wounds and -3 to move. Blade gas, 2 mortal wounds, -2 to move.
Okay.
Cool's Gas Cruciator, 2 mortal wounds, -2 to move.
Okay.
And then, it gets worse. Spend another CP for 7 dice. 3, 4, 6, 7. Because I have a banner. I'm going to try and rally back those guys you just killed.
Yeah.
I get one back. That's it.
Okay, I think that's the end of the hero phase. Let's go into my movement. Everything just push forward. We want to get into some Gravetide. Want to get in those Vanquishers. Possibly get into your little Knight Arcanum here. Kept the Mirmorn Banshees so they can kind of do a little screening out of the objective, just in case you try to teleport in and steal it.
Of course.
And staying away from Shackles. Right now I think Reikenor is the only one that's in its combat range. So we're going to do some shooting. Cruel Gas Cruciator is going into your Gravetide.
Yes, sir.
For attacks, 3s and 3s. 2 coming at you.
6s. Takes 2.
Olander is going to be shooting at the Vanquishers.
Light them up, light them up.
2s and 2s. Hits. Wounds, Ren 3.
6. Damage.
4.
Oh, that's so bad.
That's the end of my shooting. Do you have any counter shooting?
No, sir.
Okay.
Overhead,
charge the clock.
charge time.
Let's start off with Reikenor. 6. Dreadblade Harrows. 9. Let's see if Olander can long bomb it. Nope. And we'll go with the Blade Geists. They're in with a 4. I'm going to spend a command point. I'm going to bring back 10 Blade Geists.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. And then charge with them. 6, 7, 8, 9. So Reichner's going first. I'm going to all-out attack.
All-out defense.
All-out defense. Okay. So these are 2s and 3s. All right, I've got 4 coming at you.
Looking for 4s. So 2 is 6 damage. And yeah, she's gonna punch the Harrows.
Yep, I will give him 5 up ward. And you are -1 to hit.
4s and 3s. 3s. Nothing. Here we go.
Okay.
Choppy time. Lord
Yep.
Arcanum.
3s and 3s.
So far, so good. Very good.
All right.
4s. Takes 4. I think the Gravetide will pile into the Blade Gas.
Sure.
And then fight these.
The Dread Blades?
Yeah.
Okay.
2s and 3s. 5 and 4.
4.
4.
Okay. 4s. Save them all.
Jeez.
I'm going to put 5 into the Arcanum, 3 into the Vanquishers. So into the Arcanum, 4s. 3s. 3 coming at you.
Dead.
Okay. Okay. And the Vanquishers, 4s.
Vanquishers. I gotta kill a Harrow. 3, 4 attacks. These are 3s and 3s. 2.
Okay. 4s. Same both.
Jeez. Nighthaunt saves, man.
All right, going into the grade, Todd.
Yes, sir.
3s and 3s.
I don't even know why I'm making you roll this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's dead.
Okay. I think that's the end of combat. Let's score me up.
All right.
All right, that's the end. My turn. How'd I do score-wise?
Good. 7 points.
Okay, I'll take it.
Battle tactic in 3. The Nighthaunt are definitely not out of the game.
No.
We got the good old Prio.
We do.
Best of luck, my friend.
You as well.
3 and 5.
Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
Steal a terrain piece, that big giant rock right there.
Yeah.
In your territory. Take their land. And then we've got some spellcast to try.
Okay.
So Dormiton Stormcoven is going to give, they're going to give Gravetide a shot. Says no. I do. We're going to try and give, ouch! We're going to try and give strikes first to the Reclusians on a 10.
Okay. All right, try to unbind. 7.
Let us pray. We'll do translocate. Lose D3. You suck. You suck so bad. Really wanted that. And then we'll go for a rally on my prosecutors. Hoping for at least 2. Oh, got 2.
Nice. I will spend a command point to grief-stricken those vanquishers. Get it on a 10, goes off on a 9.
Can't modify their save.
Okay, yeah,
Isn't
can't
that right?
modify save, wound, hits.
Golly, get it off. All right, and then that, oh yeah, I will do 5 up ward on my Reclusians, and then we'll go into my movement.
Oh,
phase.
you know what? I think Reikenor, it happens in every hero phase where he can just ping something for Immortal.
That seems gross.
I'm just going to ping you for Immortal on the...
Nothing I can do about that. I'm going to hand out the Envoy of the Heavens to Dormiton Stormcoven, so they'll have a 5 up ward until my next turn. Yuck. All right, movement phase. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's something. So what I did is I retreated here and took max damage. I've taken max damage every retreat I've done. Just not trying to hand out free value right now. See what we can do. I brought half strength Questor Soulsworn with my command point. And I teleported with the porta potty the Vigilors over there as well. They're already in base contact with the static manifestation. They just need to make some charges. Trying to get that 10-point turn, you know what I'm saying. And then we just kind of moved up around here, holding down this objective, brought my prosecutors back over there. Just need more bodies on that point to help hold it down. And then... yeah, we're set up for some shooting. You triggered a 2-inch to play with the Banshees, but it's not far enough to get away from my 18 inches. So I'm going to shoot you up here.
Sure.
3s and 3s. You have 6.
Okay, 4s. 1 goes through. 6 up. Takes it.
Do I actually even kill a Banshee?
I don't think so. I think they're 2 wounds now.
Gosh dang it. We'll set up action cam over here on these Vigilors, and they're just going to fire at the cavalry. 3s and 3s. 3s. 2, 4, 6 again.
Okay, 4s. 4 go through, 6s. Okay, takes 4.
Bastion Carthalos does have a gun. I don't think 18 inches is going to get these guys here. It does. I'm going to shoot at the Banshees again.
Okay.
2s and 2s. Ren doesn't matter. Didn't matter. And then I've got charges. All right, we're going to charge the Quester Soulsworn. Looking for a 7. That's plenty.
Okay.
The Vigilors. Going to attempt to charge. They need anything because they're in combat with a chest. A 4. A 4 is not going to bring me close enough, but I will take the move anyway just to get a little bit closer. Purple A Sun. I don't know if I really want to send it into anything as a 7. I don't know if I...
No counter charge.
All right. Straight to good old combat. Not long for this world, but we're going to try and see if the Questers can kill the Banshees.
And I will spend a command point to give him a 5-up ward.
Not good, my boys. And 3s. You have 4, 0 red.
Okay, 4s. Save 1.
6 damage.
6 damage. 5 up. Save 1. That's 1, 2. 1 is alive. I think I'm going to all out attack. 2s and 3s.
A deadly combination.
And 3s.
It's turbo dead.
Okay, turbo dead.
It's turbo dead. We're set up here on my Vigilors. This is the one time I'm ever going to do my finest hour because I keep forgetting and I've never done it this whole game. So we're just going to give them their finest hour, even though it's a little out of phase, but I would have done it anyway, given they're the ones getting in deep. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 attacks. These are 3s and 2s. Gotta get over the mountain. That's just enough to kill it if it fails everything. Yep, not happening. 5.
Okay, I'll go through. 1 damage each.
Yes.
Okay, 5. Okay, 4s and 3s. Nope, nothing. End of the turn. Vault of Souls is going to explode. Vigilors. Nothing. Quester Soulsworn.
3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
5 ups. They're good.
Okay.
Get that thing away from me. Whoa, our clothes changed. We're coming back for another day on this specific report. We had some things we had to take care of. But we are here to score myself up, and we're looking at a solid 10-point turn for me with the completion of my battle tactic.
Yep, nice turn.
Thank you very much. Rolling into the bottom of battle round 4, Nighthaunt. What are you going to do, my friend?
Well, you know, usually I get take their land done out of the way, but I realized I haven't done that yet. So I think we have a nice piece of terrain right here that is ripe for the taking. So I think we're going to go right into that as my battle tactic.
Yes, sir.
I'm at 1 command point, you're at 2, and let's start off with some spell casting. I think we're going to try to grief-stricken you.
Grief-stricken.
With Olander.
-1 to save, -1 to... Oh, that don't look good.
No, that's not looking fantastic. Oh. Yeah, that'll be our 1 cast. I just realized Reikenor is going to hurt himself for a damage.
Is he finally going to take a wound?
I think he is going to take a wound because I think he's like 2 millimeters out of range of the Cruel Ghast. So we'll get +1 to cast another power level for him as well. Let's, with Olander as her second spell, just try to get rid of Shackles. That's looking pretty hot.
That was a good move.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Shade Mist these Blade Guys. I need a 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hiya! 9.
Okay. Shade Mist will stay on them. And let's do Wraith Storm on your little last Vanquisher.
Yes, sir.
3, 4, 5. 5 is not going to do it. All right, that's the end of my hero phase. Let's move right into my movement phase, unless, Jared, you want to cast a spell.
I'm not going to cast anything, but I might try to get some more prosecutors.
Okay.
2 more. All right, with prosecutors almost back to full strength, we're going to go right into Jeremy's movement phase. All right, we're back from your movement phase. Jeremy, how'd that go?
All right. Well, move the Blade Geist over here to get the battle tactic. Hopefully a nice little 3-inch charge on your little Vanquisher will help me get a few more around there as well. Reikenor pushed up. I feel like he needs to do something this turn. So we'll see how that pans out. Blade Geist, they want to decimate this unit of Quester Soulsworn. So they are coming in for the kill. So did the Shaiish Reaper and the Cruel Ghast. And then I kind of didn't know what to do with Olander. I didn't want to overcommit her to this side. So I kind of pushed her over here just to kind of hold the point. I did run her, so she won't be able to shoot. So the only shooting I have is my Cruel Ghast. You also didn't elect to redeploy. So with that, I think we'll go right into shooting with my Cruel Ghast.
Yes, just so everybody knows, Ruination, my favorite board is on the prosecutors. Because he's never going to touch my Reclusians.
No, probably not. I want to stay away from that blob of Death Star. I think we're going to try to shoot at some Quester Soulsworn.
Send it.
Wow. Okay, those are all auto wounds. That
was
is
4 6s?
Good as
Was that really 4 6s?
That is 4 6s.
What
That's as good as you want to roll.
5s. Wow, almost 4 6s
yeah.
in return.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then
5s.
that's
All right, with that shooting, we're going to roll right into some top-down charges.
Blade Geist. Do they want it? They want it.
Absolutely.
Reaper Blade.
Plenty.
Cruel Ghast.
Is he going to fit in that little hole?
Gonna fit. Blade Geist's over here. Nice. Reikenor. 5.
Yuck. The charges were good. We're handing out Nighthaunt debuffs. What are we doing?
Okay. Reikenor is really cool because he's a hero and cavalry. So I think he's going to do the -1 to save over here on the Vigilors. We're going to do the strikes last over here on the Questers. And we'll do the -1 to hit on those Vigilors over there.
All right, proper debuffs.
Yeah. So let's start off with Reikenor.
Okay.
Looking for 3s. All good. Looking for 3s. Okay, 3s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 coming at you.
Ren 2 is going to be 5s. Damage on 1 is 3, so you're going to blow up 1 and there'll be a wound.
Okay. And then the horse.
The horse is
5s, 3s. All right, 2 hit. 1 wound.
So this will be with the Ren 1. So I did have a Ren 3 on me last time, but I did roll that 6 for a save. But yeah, this will be Ren 1, so this will be force. Damage. What?
You're going to be -1 to hit and -1 to wound because they have Shade Mist.
Disgusting. Force. That's all I care about. Just kill 1. Maybe 2. 2 4-ups.
4s.
Oh.
Both go through. 6 upward. All right. First one is going to go into your Vanquisher. Would you like to do anything?
No.
Okay. All right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coming at you.
I'll give
Ren
you
1.
Well, Ren 2. I'll give you these ones. 5s. He's dead.
Okay. Okay, and then the other blade guys going into your Vigilors. 3s. And 3s. Okay, looks a little bit better. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming at you, Ren 1.
I accidentally applied the -1 to save to the Vanquishers, but they were still dead. I'm fairly certain. These are 5s. 1, 2, dead.
Okay. Okay.
All out defense.
All out defense and. Okay.
Yeah.
3s. Does it have any crits?
No.
No. 2s. Okay, 1 coming at you.
3, 2, 2, 4. Oh, damn. That's a lot of damage. 4s. 5s. Take 2.
4s, 3s. 2.
3s. Dang it. 5 aboard. Ah,
Nice
let's go.
Okay.
Just get the Banshee out of the way.
Mirmorn. Yep. Just because I don't know if I'm going to get another opportunity to do this. His other artifact I had on him is a once per battle +1 attack to everything within 12 inches of him. I might as well. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So the Mirmorn, what does she have?
3 attacks, 4s, 3s.
So I'll make it 4 attacks.
No, I
Oh, you added it in?
I
Okay,
added
3 attacks. Okay. So looking for 3s?
4s.
Looking for 4s. Okay, not too bad. And 3s. Okay, I've got 2 coming at you.
4s. Damage is D3. Go for it.
Oh, 2.
1.
Oh, was it just only one went through?
Right? You
Okay,
still
1.
rolled.
Yeah.
Ah, we're good.
Yeah, nice job. Okay, let's do a pile-in.
Oh boy. If you split attacks, my sequesters might live. If you don't split attacks.
We're going to put all of them except 3 into the Vigilors.
All right.
if those questers stay alive, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. I'm going to spend my last command point to all-out attack them. Okay, these are going to go into your Vigilors. These are going to be 2s and 3s. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming at you, Ren 1.
4s. Lose 2 and take a wound.
So here's partial attacks coming in. And 3s. And 1 more. Okay.
A lot.
That's
so
a lot.
I got to roll 12 a few times. So I'm just going to do that. 12. 5 aboard. 1 win so far for the first 12. And the next.
That's looking better.
2 more wounds. That's a dead guy. This one's done.
So that 1 wound still stays on?
No, there's no floater right now. Come on, baby. Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
Dang it, so close.
That was very close. Very, very close. All right, just got him.
Just got him.
I think that's the end of the combat. Let's score me up.
All right.
All right, how did I do, Jared?
Looks like you got yourself a 7-point turn right there. You control your home, and you have a tour, and a good battle tactic is going to make for a 7. That puts us at 26 to 33, and there's no way in heck Jeremy is going to take a double. He can't.
No, I'll lose.
So we are just going to go straight to. I mean, if you guys do, should we just roll anyway?
We should roll. We should roll just for the theatrics. Hiya!
Whatever.
Your choice.
I'm just going to go try and get as much score as I can. And then, yeah, so we'll do Seize the Center. I did kind of pre-measure that one out. So Bastion and his crew are going to run in there. I'm going to put the 5-up ward on the Reclusians for the Bleak Citadel. And then I did lose a unit in the last turn. So my 5-up ward handing out from my Lord Relictor is going to go to my prosecutors. I'll have a 5-up ward. Jared will actually remember his finest hour for once, so I'm going to finest hour my prosecutors. I'm probably going to get some flack for that in the comment section. Finest hour prosecutors. And let's pray. I need a 2 to get blessed weapons.
Okay.
Thank you. Jeez. So I get a +1, so I'm going to go to 6 with my Lord Relictor, get blessed weapons, and hand it to my prosecutors. They're going to be juiced to the gills for this. And then with 4 CP, I will try to rally back a full team of prosecutors. Go down to 3 CP here. Got the last one back. It's going to go right here. Lightning Blast. It's good. On a 6.
6. Denied.
We'll do it again. What do I want Shackles? Shackles could do more damage. Shackles.
Does 5 make a shackle come out?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be too low. I don't think so. I'm not even going to look it up. All casting complete. Your turn, my friend.
All right. And they're 2 wounds each? Prosecutors?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to cast with Reikenor. Yeah, I'm going to ping your prosecutor for 1 mortal.
Okay. Oh, I get a 5-up ward.
Yeah, 5-up ward.
Nope.
Okay. Then I'll do his spell. It goes off on what, a 7? I think I need an 8 in it then, but I get +1. So that's a 5, 6, 7. So
You got
good.
a 7.
It's good.
It's an 8.
No, I think it's a 7, but because I'm casting off turn, it goes to an 8, but then I get +1, so it's an 8.
Good.
So then it's gonna
Absolutely work.
Okay. That's right, you get to unbind that. Okay, so now I get to do D3 mortals, and if a unit dies, I get to do D3 mortals again. 3.
Yuck. Kills 1.
Okay.
God damn it.
And 1.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Okay, let's go into your movement phase, Jared.
All right, top-down time. Moved a little bit, got the prosecutors up to do a nasty charge and throw some spears, and then seize the center with Bastion and his personal bodyguard of 5-up ward Reclusians. And then move back my Dormitons. I just want to make charges a little bit more difficult, but still stay on point. Kept my Vigilers in, so there's no redeploys and counter charges.
I did a cheeky redeploy. Spent a command point, rolled a 6 on Reikenor. He was able to make it a 9-inch charge for those prosecutors and have a little bit of screen of the blade guys in the front. So who would you like to shoot into?
These are all going into Reikenor.
Okay.
So
I'm going to give him a ward.
Ward save, 3s. You have 4 armor saves.
4s. Save 3. 1 goes through.
Take 1.
5 up. Save it.
And then Dormiton Storm Kevin's going to shoot. These are going into blade gas.
Yep.
This is 3s and 4s. I'll hit. And 4s. You have 4.
Okay. 4s. Save 2. 2 go through.
3s. 3, 4, 5.
6s. Save 1. No, I'm good. We want to just get it right into some charging. If that's the only charge, we got the camera set up.
Yeah, might as well. Prosecutors are the only ones that I can go for. 3d6 charge. Let's see what they get. The whole world is their
Oh yeah,
oyster.
nice job. I will give Reikenor a 5-up ward. Okay, what do you want to go into first?
We're going to do blade gas Blade Gas Revs.
Yep.
They're 2s and 2s. Then all-out attacky. So you have 2, 4, 6.
6. Okay, 4s. Save 2. These are 2 each, 8 damage. 6s. And that looks like a dead unit of blade guys.
Lots of 1s there. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Looking for those 4s. And 5 up. All right, with those Vigilors just being picked up, they weren't going to survive all those blade gas swords. Let's score you up, Jared. All right, Jared, we didn't end up doing my turn because there was not a path forward to me. We already had a winner kind of defined. And Jared, what was our final scores?
31 Nighthaunt to 40 Stormcast, an extremely tight game.
Dude,
thank you, Jeremy. That was nuts.
Tons of fun.
Nighthaunt really do, they really do bring it to you. I felt like in the beginning, I had your card, and then all of a sudden it all came back.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I think you felt the same too. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, all this happened, but then it all came back. And I was like, oh, well, I don't come back quite like that. I do come back, but I don't come back quite like that.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting turn of events. And then, yeah, as they swept across, or spectrally swept across the table, they were definitely killing the things that they tickled. Reikenor surprisingly more slappy than I had imagined, but after looking over his war scroll after a few charges into my stuff, yeah, he can kick some butt.
Yeah. So Jared, with you know, you're a very expert Stormcast player. How do you feel about new Stormcast? How'd they play for you?
First time in 4th edition with them, so yeah, I know I'm going to get flamed for Finest Hour because I just didn't even think it existed for the majority of our game until the very end when it mattered with that prosecutor charge. But overall, I think Stormcasts I think the Porta Potty was a great move. I think that gave some mobility to Stormcast that they severely lacked. That Porta Potty was a little innkeeper's tavern until I build mine while we wait. But yeah, and it made sense to be a threat to you for you to try and kill that because that gave me negotiation across the board that you don't normally get. So I think that's going to really change the game for Stormcast to some degree. Maybe not that Karazai list so much because you don't have a lot of models, but if you play a lot of models like I do, then you can kind of do fun things. But you're also a 3rd edition well-versed Nighthaunt player. How is 4th edition Nighthaunt compared to back then?
To me, it feels night and day. I mean, I barely played them in 3rd edition just because I always felt like they just never had enough juice or enough tools in the toolbox. And in 4th edition, it's quite a different story. Even with the nerfs that they've taken here recently with some point adjustments and then adjusting their battle formation, they're still pretty strong. This was my very first time playing Nighthaunt in 4th. I had a really fun time playing them. I want to keep playing them. Hopefully, you know, they're not the boogeyman of the meta that...
Unintended.
Yes, that they have been, but they're still strong, so they may need a few more points adjustments. Even though I lost the game today, I still felt like I had a lot of strength. And it came down to a few little instances of me not wiping out some units. Like if those prosecutors would have been gone and I was able to destroy his faction terrain early on, would have been a different story. And so I think it's just going to take me figuring out how to play him a little bit, kind of being a bit more picky and choosy about my battles, and I think this is a strong army.
It's very strong. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning into this. Let us know what you liked and you disliked. I especially understand I'll take a flaming for the Finest Hour. Yeah, that was, I don't know. I just looked at the book later and I was like, oh, there's the thing there. That seems cool. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. We love to hear from you. We love to interact with you. We like to know your thoughts, what you think we could have done better, what you thought we did do great. But without further ado, Jeremy, thank you again for a solid game.
Dude, loved it.
And we'll catch you guys for the next Battle Report.